Here we are again. Oh God, please don't. I don't have to go through that again, please. Oh jeez, I was just way too close. I'm sorry.
A toast to our ROM hackers. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm trying to scare you. Sorry.
Truthfully, this basically depends on everything you've paid attention throughout the game. There are hints to this. I mean, if you listen to what everything is said, like at the military base when Sabin's sneaking through and everything, you get an idea of what you're supposed to say. So you don't
So
want to
that's
support the
unchanged.
Empire or the Returners because, as he said, that that family and our hometowns is more important. Remember when General Leo was discussing it?
I could believe that, sure. That's what they're hitting at,
Kefka's
yeah.
in jail for war crimes. He was in jail for poisoning. Obviously, though, as he said, life is important. You don't want to say that the returner should take care of it, and you don't want to execute him because, as they said, life is important. So leave
A
him in
life support,
jail.
B saying the returners want it would just sound too vengeful, and I can understand why that would come off bad.
Right.
Revenge is not everything, yeah.
Exactly.
Besides, at least that gives you time to cool off and think with a little ahead what punishment is more fitting for him. So that makes sense.
As he said, no one dreamed Kefka would use poison. However, you don't want to force an apology out of him, and you don't want to just slough it off. Poison is too far, as he said.
It is inexcusable, but we're not
right.
going to lose our heads here. It's like, yeah,
Right.
it is.
And we're
I mean, honestly, as far as anyone knows at this point, it really was just Kepka's doing. He wasn't supposed to, so as far as anyone knows at this point, Seeley's is one of us. That I do remember because
that's changed the bottom line. Before they said we trust Sellies, if I recall, was the other one. But Sellies is one of us. Just basically for everyone. Just one of us. One of the people.
I would honestly say that was an obvious line because I would say that regardless because
Right.
simply because I trust her, even without knowing the plot. I always liked her,
Right.
so.
Any other questions for me? Now, in this one, you have to ask all three questions and don't repeat yourself. The best thing to do
Yeah.
is to always ask the top one first, and I'll explain.
Just go in order. That way, there's
Yes.
that makes it easy.
There's another reason for it. I'll explain.
Oh, sorry.
I'll
Go
explain
ahead.
later. Well, I'll explain when it comes up. Don't worry. But you have to ask all three questions. Otherwise, you get penalized for it. So you do have to ask all three, and don't repeat yourself. Otherwise, you take a huge penalty to the point count.
Jeez.
I mean, it's like 20 points if you ask a repeat question against you. So
Yeah, lag. Don't even think about it.
that's
I'm
why
glad you were careful there. I'm glad you were, because that would have been too ironic and
was,
painful. That would have been such a horrible loss at this point.
So after all three, then talk about espers. Yes, been decimated by the espers that emerged from the sealed gate, reaping vengeance for their friends. They'll rip the world asunder. And truthfully, you want to say that yes, the espers are out of control. If you put the blame directly on him, that's less diplomatic.
Honestly, it makes sense to me anyway.
And even
if the Empire's wrong, technically the Espers are kind of pushing it too. So honestly,
right, because they're attacking.
Even if I hate the Empire, it does cut both ways. I'll grant that.
And they also damage innocent civilians, which is important.
Right. Some that have nothing to do with the Empire, so therefore, technically, if the Espers don't know necessarily any better, they're still out of line.
Exactly. By the way, and this is the reason why.
That's why you have to remember the first question you asked.
And again, you have to answer the correct one for a point bonus.
I'm guessing though his line doesn't change either way, so he doesn't tell you if you fucked it up or not.
When they ask this, agree to it to take a break. Otherwise, you get a point penalty for that. So don't worry.
I believe during this part you can talk to somebody or another and fight them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Special forces.
And don't worry, this believe it or not doesn't affect anything. But you have two. That's new. I don't remember the 2 minutes, but
I do remember you fucking up a blitz though.
Oh,
that's
yes,
not new.
Of course. Well, that's always
fine.
That's new. I was gonna say
I wonder if this is like the only time you can fight this particular enemy. It seems like this would be a one-off chance to get get a potential rage. So that'd be interesting.
Well, I was
Me
gonna say
being
you could
a
encounter
Gal
them.
Gal
You could
fan, but
encounter them. You could encounter them later. So
oh, okay. I didn't know if it was
remember,
necessarily
remember.
slow.
Oh! Ah! You stop that! You stop that now!
Shit.
That's different.
I think that was new.
Ow! Oh, we got a magicite for it, but damn!
Boy, you paid for it too.
Oh, damn.
Do you
Well,
get
I'll
healed
just use-
because of all the food you eat? I
don't-
guess not.
Does it really matter? We're in Victor anyway. We can just wander and get healed again.
Then why'd you even use the Phoenix down?
Because the fact that I would rather have that in case something does go wrong.
Okay, that's fair. That and if you have the Cure casting kid, cast Cure on your dead party members, they're dead with 1 HP. Because
but
that's how
you don't
wonderfully
get you don't get
bug-tested this
another
game
fight
is.
if you talk to them again, so don't worry.
No, it doesn't
about
matter which one, so that makes sense, yeah. Shall we continue then?
Yep, indeed.
That the war truly over? Isn't that what?
I'm trying to remember which one.
Oh, don't tell me I
I
have to read
think
you
it's
off.
that you all you really want is peace, because in that way you're not saying that. You're not blaming him for the war. You're not saying your war, and forcing him to apologize is not forceful either, because he's obviously a piercer. That all you really want is peace.
Like I said, I don't know this as well as you, so
I think that's the correct one anyway.
I haven't done
but
this in a
he'll ask
while.
a favor now, and it's as he said, northward toward Crescent Island. I thought it was east. Anyway. As he said, that we must realize that they're not the enemy, as shown. And he'll ask to borrow Terra's power. And obviously, if you're going to be diplomatic about this, you've got to agree. And General Leo is showing up for this.
Okay, according to a guide on the Unhacked game, as I look at this while we were doing this, because you get 3 points for saying that all you want really want is peace, but you get 5 points for saying that your war is truly over.
Okay.
You still didn't lose points though, so that's not that.
Not
that
exactly, because this is all added up. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to get the
overall points.
We'll find out if it's enough. But as I said, I talked to enough people. It should balance out. I hope.
Right, it's only 2 points difference.
As you
Should
notice,
kill you.
If Scion's here, you'll notice he talks to Scion directly as well.
I remember. Of course, I remember this because I always bring Scion because I think he's awesome.
And Scion says it's not your fault.
The sad thing is, apparently, the experts of 6 think Scion sucks and that he's overpopular and blah blah blah. You know what? Honestly, whatever.
Well,
honestly, I think everyone's entitled to their taste. That's my opinion, but I think everyone's entitled to their.
If
I like Scion and I want to use Scion and want to find use for Scion, that's my choice. That's my business.
I did well enough with this. Goes, I'll go. We'll find out in a moment. If not, we'll go through the banquet again off screen. We'll stay here and investigate. You be careful. No prob. We'll find out about the rat later. But now that everything's pretty much snatched up, and there's nothing else snatched here, well, let's find out how well we did. War's over. Let's find out. Cross my fingers. Alright. Talk to so many. Worded as follows. Have withdrawn from South Figaro, also pulled out of Doma. That happens no matter what. No matter how bad you do, they'll always pull out of South Figaro and Doma.
The locked house, the Imperial basement, the cave of the sealed gate is open.
That's the decent prize if you did fairly okay.
You get a Tintin bar from the Emperor. You get a charm bangle from the special force you were talking to.
Monster Ward. Well, whatever he calls it.
The charm bangle. It's just renamed charm bangle. That's what he said at least.
Alright. So, therefore, we got everything. Yay! Score points.
Yeah, you needed 90 points from 90 to 93. Therefore, you just got in because I believe you got 91 points.
Exactly.
I believe. Don't want me to do that, but yeah. So you did good.
So waters between. Penetrate the. You deal with the espers. Actually, I'm going to the Imperial base. I'm going to get to a ton of stuff. Thank you. Well, we've already talked to these guys, so I don't need to talk to them again. However, there is one thing we had to skip out on. No, two things.
There's a couple of chest lines that you skipped, yeah.
First, we can do this.
That did nothing? Okay.
No, it flushed. Didn't you hear?
Oh,
no,
because it sounds off on my end so I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry.
But that's what the squat on there was for. Yes, you can have your characters use the toilet.
Please don't put female characters on point, you sick fucks. Anyway.
Well, why not?
What is wrong?
I'm
What is
kidding.
wrong with me? Why did I say it then?
Why not? This is a comforting hack. Obviously, I'm doing everything wrong.
That's just...
I know. I'm
yeah,
a sick
you are wrong.
SOB,
You're wrong.
but
You're
nonetheless,
wrong.
I earned my reward. And now the Kefka bit, which I skipped because of the time. Whoa. Language there, Kefka. Language.
Hey, it's not Chrono Trigger Envy, so honestly I can live with it. Oh, he's doing a cape dodge. Yeah, you sit in your corner and pout, Kefka, like a little bitch.
Whoa, that's a little different. Before he said you're no fun or something like that.
I guess he's trying to be a little more serious. How could he?
Alright. Well, before I test anything, before I risk even testing these waters, well, let's first equip you. You don't need the Admiral weapon, and fine, we'll give you the break sword. And you already had your best equipment, so you're just fine there. But I'm tempted to just run outside and save before I go to Albrook. And before I check the chests, I don't want to risk anything popping out and pretty much killing this entire run.
But I am kind of curious about something, actually.
Hmm?
Since you would probably remember better than I.
Okay.
Since you have to earn the fact that you have to earn Doma Castle being limited, does that mean there's anything in there worth getting right now?
You can go back, if I recall, but as you saw, it's a pretty much somewhat of a wreck, but you can't... No, in fact, you couldn't.
There are no chests to get in there, so
No,
there's no
that's
point
not
going?
what I mean. I mean that the airship's down. You could go to the military base, but as for the other two cities, that's out of the question. Remember?
So it wouldn't change anything as far as once you
Well,
can
I mean,
access the
you
airship
can go there. You can go there after the airship is fixed, but
Well, I mean, as far as liberating the place, does that not make any difference as far
well,
as
yeah.
after you get the
Now
airship
there
back?
are no guards blocking the place. Same thing in South Figaro. Both area are now removed of troops. You can loot the place now, but I was gonna say, but you can't go back until after you're done with the Esper quest. However, you can walk past everything and go to the military base if you unlocked it and loot the chests there, which I plan to do. But first, since we're at the we're at 13:30, before I go on a looting binge, well, we'll just keep this video running. Why not? Why not? Go get loot. Go get burned, evidently.
The thief getting burned, that's a first. Only not.
Yeah. Too bad.
Hey, call me treasure hunter, rip your lungs out. Ring, ring. Oh, please don't steal from me. My birthday suit would scare the internet. There would be no viewers left. There would be no YouTube left. I'd be sued out of existence.
Oh, come on. If we could watch the pizza roll guy shown, then obviously we can watch that.
Yeah, I'm not as bad as the pizza roll guy. I've never tried to eat 40 pizza rolls on my honor.
Oh, dear God. I saw that happen. I was like, did you even chew?
I don't think he did some of that. Some of that I think you
Okay.
have 4 elementals maybe? I
Well,
wonder.
I'll check everything after I've got.
After you get him, of course, that makes more sense. Why don't you open the door then walk away from a genius?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm skating a bit.
No, I'm goofy, man. I'm just
Oh, I was
messing
gonna
with
say, you know why? It's all your
If I-
fault.
you. If I say genius, you know I'm just goofing around, 'cause obviously,
Okay.
I'm
Well,
no
I don't know.
genius.
You could have also been insulting the soldier. I have no idea.
Your relative was a soul. You know what? That doesn't make any damn sense. Majesty. Why do they refer to him as Majesty instead of
Yeah.
Emperor
I never
Gastal? What
noticed
the
that
hell?
before. Or just
That's
Gastal, for that matter. I
just
never
even
noticed
just
that
Gastal,
before.
but that's weird. And that, like I stressed earlier, that room had to be the cutscene between Terra and Kefka. That flashback way back earlier.
It is.
Yeah, same damn room.
Yeah,
That's
you're
just
right.
creepy to me. That room must have some really bad memories for her.
And yet we had to go running around for it. Just
Jeez, I bet she wasn't too happy with that.
go back in here. I grabbed the chest before, but I did grab everything, right? Yeah.
There's an open book sitting on that desk. I bet you can't read it.
Nope. Well, we can check, but no.
I didn't figure. I just wanted to say that.
But I wanted to check it.
It's just such a waste of an
first you
opportunity.
wouldn't let us in, now you're not going to let us leave. Dear God, make up your mind.
I mean, hey, we already did your dirty deed. Now let us
Back guard.
Useless back guard,
And-
X potion.
And I think that's it. Yeah, there's not that much here. Let's take a peek at that Tetra ring. I'm really curious.
It really does sound to me like it has four elementals.
I forgot to equip his... Yep, absorb some
absorb some elements.
Okay.
We can always check it in the item
Yep,
menu, see
where
what it
else?
exactly what it absorbs.
Sort this.
Yeah, I was gonna say sword, and then we can try it.
There
It was at the top. Yeah, there we go.
Absorbs earth, ice...
Only 3.
fire. Not
Tetra's
much.
4 though, isn't it?
If I counted right, yes.
That's Tetramine 4. So
Yes.
the hacker fucked up. That should, if you wanted to only have 3 absorptions, should be Tri, not Tetra.
Exactly.
Nice going, hacker.
And now we've got 2 Tinta bars. What's... Yeah, it just encounters fewer random enemies. Okay.
Right. He did say that the item formerly known as the Moogle charm or whatever was put in the hack, but only one enemy has it and has to be stolen. And he won't say what enemy, so if you really want it that bad, you have to look for it yourself. All by yourself.
No, I don't care. I'll live.
Oh, not you. I mean,
yeah.
out there in La Land who wants to play this hack, who's crazy enough to try it, even though it's so old.
Too. Give him
Sneak
a
ring
little...
feet. Good
I want to make
options.
sure that I want to make sure that he gets everything.
If he's gonna steal, he might as well steal successfully every single
I
time.
just noticed we have a distinct lack of Moogles running around. Where did he go? Oh, that's right. He's in the inn or cafe rather.
And there's Gautu. I'm not sure I want to know why.
Probably all the alcohol.
Poor bad. Kupo. They may seem short on conversation, but if we can understand their language, I'm sure they'd have a lot to... Anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure they would have a lot to say. What are you doing to the land? Where is...
Kind of like Pokemon, they seem like they're short on conversation, but if you could translate...
I'm just curious, but where's Setzer? I did not see him throughout all this, or maybe he ran back to the... Oh, maybe he's...
He might have stayed on the airship since it's his airship. He might have abandoned it or something.
I guess.
Possible.
Yeah.
Possible. Just a possibility.
I have no idea.
Just a thought.
I'm just taking a peek around. I'm curious.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
It's only my time I'm burning up, so why not?
It's
We're about to
burning.
hit... I didn't even think about it when I said that.
Because you kept running the...
Well, I was going to say because of the fires, I thought that you just noticed that the ironic choice of words, but I didn't think about that.
And I did notice it, but I didn't realize you were... I forgot you were still... You hadn't stopped the recording.
Well, I have stopped it now.
Oh, you didn't even give him a proper send-off. Wow,
Yes,
that must have been rushed.
indeed.
You must have really felt the urge.
Alright, people, we'll be back in a bit.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I've hung up the phone, okay? Just...
You said you stopped... I thought you said you stopped the video.
No, I didn't stop the video. I said I was going to stop the video, but...
God damn...
Damn it, listen to me! You're supposed to be helping!
And that Tetra ring that is not a Tetra ring, it used to be a Gale hairband, just saying. Anyway.
Alright, we'll be right back, people.